morning and welcome to today's news bulletin. I'm Zandile Mpapane, recapping stories making headlines. Following the civil unrest that occurred in the kingdom, it was noted that there was a decrease in number of applicants from the youth in Eswatini who applied for the fund to start their businesses. The president of the Nurses Union in the kingdom stated that allegations that nurses neglected a police officer who later died are false. Residents of Sikupe demonstrated today as they demanded that Inyati Construction should refund them following the fact that their homes were demolished after they built a dam in the area. This was a message from the National Disaster Management Agency in collaboration with the Ministry of Health in the Kingdom of Eswatini. It is founded by UNICEF and it is all about encouraging Yemaswati to adhere to COVID-19 regulations. We shall get back to our news bulletin. The Youth Enterprise Fund Chief Executive Officer Mr. Mavuso today revealed that there was a decrease in number of applicants who applied for the fund following the civil unrest that occurred in the kingdom. He mentioned that the fund is encouraging youth in Eswatini to start businesses. We have a report.
Entrepreneurship Week started in the kingdom yesterday and it will end on the 12th of November. The week-long celebration is about addressing the challenges that business people face and the incorporation of businesses in terms of innovation. We conducted an interview with the Chief Executive Officer for Youth Enterprise Revolving Fund, who mentioned that they observe a slight decline in the number of applications from the youth which were submitted in the fund. He mentioned that this is due to the civil unrest that occurred in the kingdom, where he further encouraged the youth to be innovative and continue starting businesses.
Solo aliphakame izinga bakhona abantu abashala bangena ngemande emadolweni ukuthi ngiyaphe ebhizinisini. Nawe amabhizinisi ayabulawa ngale ndlela le. Nawe bo COVID babanga ukuthi abantu bangakhoni utothenga bavaleleke emakhaya ngenza by lockdown. Kunanasi lesinye ke lesivulile lesithi siyasivala naso ngalesihlanu sisitawubona ke khona usithini ledinombolo sisengakabi nato setitonke sitokhona lokubona ukuthi le trend ithini kodwa nje letinkhomba tithi wehlile lelisasasa kubosoma business ekufuneni ukusukuma bawaqale kepha ke thina si youth fund sithi kubo soma business kakhulu abantu labasha lesi sikhathi sekuthi bakhuthateke kakhulu kepha ke basale babuka ukuthi amabhizinisi bangaqhuba kanjani ngendlela leseyihlukile ke manje ngendlela lensha.
He then elaborated on the Entrepreneurship Week, which he mentioned that it is to empower young people in Eswatini to run businesses successfully and provide seed capital to those businesses.
Lesingathi abantu labasha ngibona sibakhuthaza kakhulu ukuthi asebacabange outside the box. I
am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Mavuso. Babane.
The president of Eswatini Democratic Nurses Union today stated that allegations that some nurses neglected a police officer who later died from his illness are false. We have a report.
Reports that has been going around on social media and in some media platforms where it was stated that nurses at Mkuzweni Health Center neglected a police officer and refused to give him the treatment he required following the tension that has been happening between nurses and members of the Royal Eswatini Police Service. Our reporters today contacted the president of Eswatini Democratic Nurses Association, who stated that all allegations made about nurses are false. He stated that the police officer was not neglected by the nurses, but rather he was given all the necessary medical attention.
Ufika babematikweni unesilonza sikhona silonza bayifika bonese bayasitreat silonza ngekuthi basibhandishe indlela lesisebenta ngayo sesithi i-dressing bayakwenta ke lokho ngalokuthi ke ti-70 tempilo tinako lokuthi imisele emsebentini wato bachubeka bamhlolisisa ukuthi ngabe kuteni lokunye ukugula lokukhona kwatholakala ukuthi babematikweni unashukela lophakeme asisho ke ukuthi ebonesi bathi khandla
We then conducted an interview with Chief Police Information Officer about the issue, and she responded by stating that the Royal ESWATINI Police Service have a very healthy and good relationship with nurses.
Wafika kuto tonke letindzawo watfola lusito lolufanele ngenhlanhla bembike kufa lokungabito wafika wamthatha ayithatha i-medication lebekayitfolile kuto tonke leto tindzawo. Nangekwati kwetfu sinebudlelwane lobuhle kakhulu nabonesi, siyabambisana bayasinaka ngendlela lesezingeni lesetulu.
She then commented on the issue of an audio stating that the National Commissioner uses the right platforms whenever he wants to address the nation, further adding that he will never use social media to address issues. I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News. Mbabane.
The family of Wehlane pleaded with Yemaswati to help them financially, as they mentioned that there is a 43-year-old relative who is sick. They stated that the illness is causing their relative's face to decay. We have a report.
Makagula, a mother to Begi Sibonelo Bunene, is asking the people of Yemaswati to assist her son, who have been ill for the past 4 months now. It all began as a toothache, where he was taken to Togolago Hospital and 3 other different hospitals.
The family of Wehlane pleaded with Yemaswati.
Usho ukuthi wabese uyamuntu onesibindi uyambhonula ngokusekusela ngehlanye kwathi ke bekabhonula bamkhokhe ngale lamba mshozi bamkhokha ngomgcibelo isonto nje beka kahle kwathi ngemsombuluko ubaba ngumuthi kudala silima abantu abami yasuka khona lapho inzaba toti namhlaba sengiyaluka esibhedlela uthi shepherd ngivile abantu bami bathi abantu abankulunkulu abanehlito lenhle bangibambise nangabosuka Nkosi yami hala sinalutho nabawakhe washona ngiyaziza nje abantu abami ngisingibonisana nabantu bomakhelwane nje laba lese bangihaqile nje lamhla abantu abami Nkosi yami anginalutho.
Maduma Vilagati, one of the community members, says Mr. Gunene has been in pain and suffering for 4 months now. He is also pleading with the people to assist wherever they can with his treatment.
Kulokuhlupheka longaka kwakakunene lesengazange sesinekubone njengalonibona nje Maswati la Channel S naku lesikubukako lesingakwathi ukuthi sidakuthini sicela manje Nkosi yamtandla lonato tandla mane aselekelele kulesimo lesingiso sona siyaqela Maswati siyaqela kakhulu na yonke indzawo lonke livela kangwane libuke na inhlekelele levelela kakunene ngimakhelwane wakhona kamnako yangenhla ekhaya ngimakhelwane wakhona siva siqhumuke emathumbu uthi lenhlekelele lengaka yani.
For anyone willing to assist the Gunene family, please contact 7694 195 or 7654 9705. Elimpilo Dlamini and Gary Carlos reporting for Channel Yemaswati.
The hailstorm that occurred in the kingdom the past weekend had a negative impact on Gwamile Apostolic Church. Members of the church are pleading with the Yemaswati to assist them in reconstructing their church, which was completely destroyed by the hailstorm. We have a report.
Gwamile Apostolic Church at Makupeleni are requesting the public to assist them with their 2 buildings that were damaged by the hailstorm last weekend. The head office at Makupeleni was very much affected. According to Bishop Samson Tlatwago, he stated that the buildings were used for worshipping the Lord.
Sekunalele encane besivele standards la kuyosingakakhile uthi ishaya itoti imbili wayishaya lencane kwahamba lamathala lapha eTulu kwafohlotha lamaplango kwase kuyabuya kulele enkulu hayi yona ke kuyishaye wayifohlotela ngekhathi kwafohlotha amafastela kwawale libonza la shaya ititulo tafato ngetulo yonke lencumbi lethu lapha ngekhathi kwase kushaya ufa la usuka ngala la uphuma le nangale ngendasi kusuka ngala uphuma le vele ifile funa siyocala phasi nje sakheleke akusishaye kakhulu kusikhinyabete kakhulu kepha nje siyacela ekuhlotsheni tenkosi ukuthi inkosi yamfanele basiside hlobo tenkosi silekelele ngoba kasinalutho sibani vele kusishayile kalosha.
Those that can be able to assist can call 7664-1244 or 7613-1135. Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I am Notla Twala at Makupeleni.
Mani, khumbula ukuthi kuqhawulana nekuthinzana ungathelelana i-COVID-19. Qaphela, khumbula ukuthi kubambelana sinatwa ingilasini yinye nakho kungathelelana i-COVID-19. Ungaqhubeki, khumbula kuvikela labaseceleni kwakho ngekuthindela ingcosela. Bagcini besive, asende kuhamba ngemigomo ekuvikela i-COVID-19. Indlela lensha yethu sonke kuphila ukuze sitigcine siphephile kanye nesive sonke asikhumbutane njalo ngalesikutshelwa litiko letempilo nge-COVID-19 asikwende konke gcoka sifonyo geza tandla ngensipho namanti lahambako gcina umkhathi uphindze ugweme ticubu mgcini wesive ungapheli mandla i-COVID ingakapheli.
1, 2, 3 bola kaze baphela buhlungu bami bengingatholi banibani mhle senginayo into engixoxa naye ngizidala naye manje ngiyayibonga nahlelo lwaka-foster care program lolwangilethela wena mfana wami namhla senginalo nami udumo lwami lwakusasa sengiyadi ukuthi sekukhona umuntu engihlala naye lesixoxa naye.
Banva bethu foster care help raise the future bethembethile.
BuyCash Hardware offers a wide range of industry-leading painting material from roller brushes to a variety of durable paints. We have everything you need from high-quality aluminium windows to elephant doors. BuyCash has the best electrical materials such as conduit pipes and house wires. High-quality roofing material like strong timber, heavy tiles, IPR corrugated iron and nails. Visit BuyCash today and get the strongest building material such as wheelbarrows, mesh wires and reinforcements. We offer the most popular cement. At BuyCash, we have unbeatable prices for irrigation pipes, maize and water tanks. We offer convenient delivery from all our branches across the Kingdom of Eswatini. For more information, contact us at 24371 710 or send us an email at buycashhardware@gmail.com. BuyCash, buy quality, buy it less.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in at Yemaswati channel. I am Zandile Mpapane. We shall get back to our news bulletin. Residents of Sikupe were demonstrating today as they demanded that Inyati company should refund them, as they mentioned that their houses were completely destroyed when the company was constructing a certain dam in the area. We have a report.
Sikupe residents are complaining about the Ingwali and Inyati construction that have been affecting their homesteads and nothing has been done. The cracking of houses is caused by the blasting of Ingwali, and the matter has been reported to Dr. Tambogina, and they were promised to be given money to fix their houses, but haven't received anything of yet. Tembiso Dlamini says they are not willing to leave the area until the matter has been resolved. Ngome makushaya le kucetuka le ndlu kwaqhaqheka nala mathayeli silala sibeke emagcoma la etindlini
lo ngminister babethambogini wafika wasitshela ukuthi awubhadala masinyana ngikhuluma ngendlela yomnyalo ophelile sono silinzile sono kude imali leqhamukako kanti ireport seyikhona lokunye ke nokubhlungu umnakethu njengoba ubona nje sikunabo gogo la le ngwali lena na blastwa la kuba nema-crack lesikhathi naliduma litulu lombani ungena la ngekhaya kubuhlungu kakhulu uhulumende sowudlale ngathi kakhulu bekasithembise 30 days njengosibona nje sesila sike saba nayo nemhlangano lapha entandweni wathi in 30 days time basetayikhuluma eParliament so ke abakayikhulumi le ndaba le
ubi nje ngathi ukuthi ngakubekisanga ukuthini angisathi babe ukuthi inkosi yami uma ngabe kufanele sikhale sesingakhala kubani njengoba abekile nje umnakethu lo sanza kukhuluma la sesihloniphile kude lapha singadiwa khona endlungulu sifikile kuba minister sifikile kuba malungu eParliament sifikile kude lapha singake sefika khona sithi nyanza leyo babe man nako lo sikushoko nje nyanza leyo lapha nje lokusibona lesiphe sishiye kuyofika mahala lena bogogo bashiye kuyofika mahala lele sebatiphilisa ngawo
Elimpilo Dlamini and Gary Carlos reporting for Channel Yemaswati.
A Langaman of Fairview under the Manzini region today made allegations that while he was away studying, certain individuals sold his house illegally. We have a report.
Following a dispute at Fairview, whereby Sbonokuhle Langa says he went to school in South Africa and only to find when he came back that his home had been sold. Sbonokuhle has no place to stay as we speak except for staying with neighbors. Yesterday, Mr. Magongo, who happens to be Umgijimi at the place, stated that they do not know Sbonokuhle at that place. So today, Sbonokuhle replied to Magongo's statement, stating that the reason he claims not to know him is because he sold the home and used the money. Manje lo lokusho kuMagongo yena ngabe kususelaphi lokuthatha abakwadi nakulenzawo.
Just that you so want so but so sensory car and so little money long from time sensory. That's why I said in the agati. Wonke lenza abantu bakhala ngabaMagongo. Naye lo mama wathi uyaphinda lo mkhanza naGongo lapha enza temhlaba. Wonke lenza bakhala ngakho.
Mr. Joshua Sithole emphasized on knowing Sbonokuhle.
Lo khuluma nomtukulu wagogo Mdlulu khuluma iqiniso Magongo vele ufanele ukuthaka amati ngenxa ukuthi kwanaye ungumgijimi lesingama ube bengumgijimi wakhethwa ngumango ngawe yamati ngoma umakhelwane ngabamati umntwana wekutala kuyanzawo Magongo nje inkinga la sayendele uthengisele ekhaya la gogo Mdluli ane sibali magodi wakaMasibuko bagana sazama kubakhutha wakhanzala ukuthi Magongo uthi yena kulungile bandla lengosi lemasundlini aha siyacela nje bosamama labadzala lababukela ivi mamanye bosami basite siyahlukumezeka lamakholweni indzaba yababe Magongo sibathe siyakhala kuleli bandla lengosi lemasundlini limfake ekhwaphendo Magongo ulidlisa kuhlata siyacela nje labadzala belive kusababuka siyasha emakholweni.
Reporting for Yemaswati Channel, I'm Nonhlanhla Twala in Manzini.
Yemaswati today were fuming outside the Home Affairs offices in Babane as they alleges that they came as early as 5 a.m. only to be told that the office can only have 50 people per day. We have a report. A long line of people was observed today at the Home Affairs offices in Babane as people waited patiently for their turn to acquire birth certificates, identity cards and other important documents. The people expressed their disappointment as they were told that only 50 people will be able to be assisted inside the offices as a limited number of people is now catered for every day. We spoke to an anonymous concerned ESWATINI who mentioned that she arrived at the offices at 5 a.m. but she could not get the necessary help as she was told to go back home.
So kuyinto lokusiko ngonyaka ngoba sisuke etindzaweni letehlukene sisebenzisa indlela tekuhamba letehlukene noma ngabe uhamba ngetinyawo yinze le distance lesihambako bathi sifike lapha sijike asizama ukucela ukukhuluma nabo bathi kude imibuzo labayifuna ukuthi asithole umphathi basinika i-office lemphathi but onke lama occasions kude umphathi lokhona lapha kulo office number 8 labathi office lemphathi sicelo sethu thina lesifuna kusiveta kibo sithi ngalokuthi sibaningi kunala baqala nga-October lokhu kungu-November solo bajika lapho. Sicala lokho ukuthi nangabe leti nombolo ting-50 ngoba kusho ukuthi indlela la hulumende lasebenza ngayo. Abathi nababona leli delezi la 300 people batiqhubekisele embili leti nombolo babe naleti nombolo leti enough for labantu lasebalapha kuthi-ke ninekele sinika tinombolo leninandzela lo 50 stamp addressa today utani Thursday.
She stated that they use different modes of transport to get to their Home Affairs offices, something that is very difficult for them, and to wait for so many hours only to be told to go back home is very disappointing. She concluded by urging the government to come up with innovative ideas that will prevent people from queuing for long hours to get assistance at Home Affairs offices. A representative from the Ministry of Home Affairs, however, when contacted by our reporters, promised that their offices will look into the issue. I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Kimberly Mavuso, Mbabane. The ESWATINI electricity company, during an interview with our reporters, revealed that above 8,000 cases of electricity faults were reported to the company the past weekend following the hailstorm. We have a report. The ESWATINI electricity company, during an interview with our reporters, confirmed that 8,000 cases of electricity faults were reported to the company the past weekend. This is following the heavy hailstorm that hit the kingdom. Speaking during an interview with our reporters, Mr. Kaya Mavuso, the informations officer at the company, stated that the numbers are decreasing though because the company is doing everything in its power to address the faults that has been reported.
Lesehlakalo lesi besisikhulu kakhulu kwananathi sisishayile kusukela ngalesihlanu nje solo sehla siyenyuka sizama kulungisa lapho la kulimele khona. Itolo besina 8,000 nje wema-faults lamhla ekuseni sesivuka sekangephansi kwa-8,000 sekangephansi kwa-7,000. Siyathemba ukuthi sisachubeka sitawukhona ukuthi sikhonye kufinyelela kuto tonke tindzawo la kulimele khona. Inkampani-ke
He mentioned, however, that they could not reach some places due to the fact that roads were destroyed by the heavy rains, but added that they will do anything possible to help customers around the Swatini.
Njengoba nemaphoyisa bekasashito ukuthi imigwaqo ivalelekile. Siyazama-ke ngato tonke tindlela ukuthi sikubuyisele esimeni lapho kutegezi khona. Indlela-ke lesisebenta ngayo nakunesehlakalo lesinjengalesi ngokuthi sicale siqinise lo mgogodla walogesi bese ngikhathi-ke sesifinyelela la kunaloyo munye khona umuntu.
He concluded by urging Yemaswati to be patient with the company as other areas are unreachable because of the state of the road following the damage by the hailstorm. I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Mpolisi Mavuso, Mbabane. Well, that's all the news we had for tonight, but before ending tonight's bulletin, let's take a recap of the stories which made headlines. The Chief Executive Officer of the Youth Enterprise Fund stated that there was a decrease in number of applicants from the youth in Eswatini following the civil unrest that occurred in the kingdom. President of the Nurses Union stated that allegations that nurses neglected a police officer who later died from his illnesses are false. Residents of Sikupe were demonstrating today as they demanded that Inyati Construction Company should refund them following the fact that their houses were destroyed while the company was doing a constructive work in the community. Well, that's all the news we had for tonight. Do have yourselves a beautiful evening. Good night.